Hi, welcome back. Wait, what are you doing at the desk?
You know, I'm just chilling, hanging out in the chairs where Foster said I can't be at, behind the desk where Foster said I can't be at, doing what Foster said I can't do.
I don't know if this is a great idea, but we're gonna have to see.
Let's just get to it.
This is the Panther Playback.
You are watching the Master of Work.
This past Saturday, 20 ladies dressed up and showed out for Mr.Phs.
I would say it was a doozy.
Well, everyone worked super hard this past week at practice and on their pageant walks. The environment was super sweet and uplifting. To give a closer look and see how our winners had an impact on this, here is Adon and Tiffany. I can't read.
The PHS dudes went ham.
Oh, most definitely. What was your favorite act?
Mine was probably Raul trying to sing Runaway or Matthew going crazy to Tequila.
Well, my favorite was probably...
Here's Alexis Simpson with our winners.
Mr.Phs was the main event last week, and it could not have been done without the PHS peer helpers. From working in the sound booth to packing goodie bags for the panel of judges, the peer helpers made sure to put on a fantastic show for the student body.
So it's more time consuming than it is difficult to plan something like that. I've done it in the past, but this was definitely the most fun. We had to plan time and ticket sales, how we were going to get it to students. We got to recruit judges and contestants. That's really the bulk of it, I think. And then it's really just planning the music and the script once you have people and, packing goodie bags and assigning tasks to our peer helpers. They did the most work, I think, on the day of.
We would also like to thank Miss Thomas, Miss Sims, and our entertaining contestants for making Mr.Phs 2024 the best one yet. I'm Alexis Simpson, signing off.
Well, Jake, we have some amazing teachers, and some of them are very artistic.
Yeah, like my bald buddy, Mr. Cotter.
Oh, is he the one who is always making something out of those cans?
That's right. He'd be cutting up the cans in the crock pot in the hallway and then yelling, 1 minute! Run like the wind! Here's Addie Knight with more.
Everyone knows that Mr. Cotter is always cutting cans in the hallways, but many of you might not know what he does with the cans. Mr. Cotter makes amazing art pieces with the cans that he cuts, and he's made pieces for teachers here at PHS. We talked to some of those teachers and Mr. Cotter himself.
I was going to a basketball game at Auburn, and they have this really cool mosaic of an AU, and it's made out of the players' pictures, and they put it on. And I was, at the time, I was making wind spinners out of cans, and I thought, I could do something with the little pieces, and so that's how it got started. The process is getting somebody who knows what they want, and then they just ask, and then pretty much I draw it out, and then just glue on pieces of aluminum until it looks good. I did a really cool one that was a whale, and the light, when it hit it, it really kind of looked like it was underwater.
He made me the intro to The Legend of Zelda 1986. Special to me because I can remember playing that game when it first came out. It was groundbreaking on the Nintendo. I was 7 years old at the time. I thought he spray painted the color, but it's not. He uses cans that have the original color.
He took a picture of my oldest son, Jose, in his basketball uniform playing basketball for Thompson and did a piece of art in black and white of my son. I had seen Mr. Cotter's work on his Facebook page, and I knew how talented he was, so I sent him a picture. I just printed off a picture from the internet of my son, a newspaper article, and gave it to him, and he took his time to do it. If you haven't had Mr. Cotter make a piece of art for you, I suggest that you get in line to have him make one because they're really, really great.
Don't let your teacher's talents go unnoticed. If you ever see Mr. Cotter in the hallway cutting cans, ask him what he's doing next. I'm Addie Knight with PHS News.
One thing that is special about the students here is the ability to make something of their own. We have many students here who have started their own businesses.
Yeah, these entrepreneurs are the definition of get your money up, not your funny up.
Molly Steele sat down with some of our students and had to look at what it takes to run a business. Jake, since prom is coming up soon, do you have a date?
Not yet, but I've been thinking about asking someone.
Me either, but there's plenty of fish in the sea. You got time.
Speaking of fish, Seth is going to attempt to teach us how to catch some, emphasis on attempt.
Good afternoon, Panthers. We're out here on the Oak Mountain Lake. I'm going to teach y'all how to tie a Texas rig, then we're going to get out there, get some life lessons, and try to catch some fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the back of the hook, stick the line through, and this is a normal bass jig. So we spin this part around, and then stick the line through about 4 times. And this will create a tension knot on your average hook. And then once we've got the tension, just put it right through there. And you want to make sure you've got enough slack so you can bite off the end or use some nail clippers. I wouldn't suggest biting off because it's not very sanitary, but that's what I normally do because I don't have any nail clippers on me. Now that we've got our knot, we're going to take a worm. This is a wacky worm sinker. You're supposed to rig it like this, but we're going to try to catch some bass, so we're going to rig it like a worm. And that's how you tie a rig.
Alright, we head out on Oak Mountain searching for the fish. Will we get skunked and not find a single fish? I don't know, but we're going to figure it out.
I'm going to go over here, try to catch me a bass. Life is like catching a bass. You'll try to catch the fish of a lifetime, but you'll end up catching a crappie at the end of the day. That's all there is to it. You can catch a million crappie, but if you're after a largemouth, it's going to take a minute. You just got to find the right time. The fish tell you where the food is. See the way they're diving? They're hunting just like we are. So if we follow their path, they know where the fish are. That's right, kids. If you want to know where the fish are, follow the ducks. Follow any type of bird that's fishing in the water, because they're doing the same thing and they actually know where the fish are because they live here. I'm going to go over to that buoy, see if I can fish from there. So we're going to take the rod. You pull back, lift this up, and fling it. Then we're going to let her sink for a second because I'm using a worm. And we're just going to push her down and slowly reel. And, you know, you got to slow down in all things in life, like especially fishing, because when these worms, they're not gonna, it's cold out here, they're trying to conserve oxygen, they're in hibernation technically, but they don't sleep, so they're not gonna eat much. So you just gotta run slow, take time to smell the water, see if there's any fish even here. And just go with the flow. Ain't nothing you can do unless they want to. They say there's a lot of fish in the sea, but in the lake it's a whole lot of crappie. Crappie. They seem crappy though.
Sounds like maybe you shouldn't be with any girl. You should be with a fish.
But when it's bass season, we'll see if we can catch the fish of a lifetime. Just once in a lifetime.
Well, that's it for Ross Fishing this week. Thanks for watching. We're gonna go home now. The fish did not come, but is what it is.
Hello, Panthers.
Thursday,
My name is
March
Adam Monroy, and over this weekend, we had our annual Miss PHS pageant, and the theme was Barbie, as you can tell. But let's go talk to everybody that was participating in it and go see how the experience was for everybody. So I am here with Miss Blake. Miss Blake, what can you tell us the process that went into organizing Miss PHS?
Well, it was a very lengthy process. The PTO is the people that support and sponsor this pageant, and so they start planning usually about 6 months in advance to get the theme and just the general concept together. So it's kind of a long process.
And what can you tell us about the theme?
The theme was my favorite to date because nothing really signals girl empowerment more than Barbie. And we went with the slogan or tagline, "What were you made for?" Which I think is an important question for all of us to ask ourselves.
And what was your favorite part about the pageant?
Well, as a counselor, I really enjoyed hearing the one-on-one panel interviews with the students to really hear what the girls had to say, and they're really sharing their hearts, and it just really makes me proud of the students that we have here.
And why do you think this pageant is so important to the girls here in Pelham High School?
I think pageants are important. It's fun to compete. A lot of those girls have that competitive spirit, but it's also a really cool bonding experience for a lot of the girls, and they get to meet girls that they typically wouldn't meet in their classes because it's all grade levels. So I think it's just a time for them to come together and learn a dance and have some fun.
And what would you say to the girls that are considering doing this next year?
I would encourage them just to step outside their comfort zone. If you've never done a pageant before, then I would encourage you just try it once. You can always not do it again the next year, but I always say try everything once or twice.
Ms. Bailey, what can you tell us what you did for the Miss PHS?
I was the choreographer for the Miss PHS pageant, which means the opening number, all the moves to the music, I put it together, then taught it to the girls, and then cleaned it up and got it ready for the Saturday night pageant.
And what was your favorite part about choreographing the whole thing?
My favorite part about choreographing is just getting to know the girls, working with them. Some I know, some I don't know, but it's always fun to teach them and then watch it come together and get ready for its performance.
Since you do this every year, do you find this like a chore, or do you just have fun doing it every year?
It's always great to do it. As I said, I like to meet new people. It's a different experience. It only comes once a year. So it's always, it's great fun. I like being involved because I'm also helping the PTO. I help the sponsor, Ms. Blake. I want to help out wherever I can with whatever talents I can offer.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the experience? How was it like?
I had a really fun experience. I always enjoy being able to be on stage and kind of express myself in that way. But my favorite part, this might be a hot take, was the interview portion. I really enjoyed being able to express myself to the judges and kind of form not really a relationship, but like an idea of who I think they are and who they think I am.
I think it was really fun to meet all the girls and kind of get to learn the dance and just kind of get to people, talk to them that I usually wouldn't talk to, in my classes or, my day-to-day.
And how was it competing against the other girls?
I don't think of it as a competition, really. I went out there and I was like, okay, just have a good time, get to know these people, and, yeah.
I think it's really fun. You get to, experience, the nervousness, not by yourself, but kind of, backstage with the other girls and kind of just connect that way.
And what would you tell to the girls that are interested in doing this next year?
I would say absolutely do it. I always have fun doing pageants, and I always gain something out of them, like new friends, new, confidence, whatever. But I would totally recommend it.
I'd say they need to do it. It's really fun, and I think it's a really good experience to kind of get on stage and kind of get that public speaking aspect of it.
I'm really glad to see that everybody really enjoyed themselves that was participating in this event, and I hope this just goes to show that even if you're interested in doing it next year for Mr. or Mrs. PHS, you should really consider it. I'm Adam Monroy with PHS News,
Thursday,
signing out.
March 13th at 6 o'clock is desserts and drama.
Man, I love eating. Whoa, and I'm all about hearing some spilt tea.
It's not that kind of drama. Y'all make sure to come out and support. The tickets are on GoFan for $10. Did you hear who's back?
No, who's back?
It's the smallest center in America.
That's gotta be Shay. And I think I see her over there ready to chat it up on PHS Sports.
Just because basketball season is over doesn't mean sports have to come to an end. From baseball to softball to soccer and golf, I would say the Hill has been pretty busy. I'm Shay Gallagher with your PHS Sports. You know, I'm usually not one for going to links and teeing up, but our very own Cash Tatum is. He usually averages a 60 on the front nine, but that's for another day. With the PHS Golf Preview, here's Kyle O'Neill.
The Pelham Panthers 2024 golf season kicked off recently for both the boys and the girls. We talked to Coach Hartchuck and a few key players to get a little more information on the upcoming season.
Last year, the golf team had 2 sub-state qualifiers, and they're looking to build off of that success. Coach Hartchuck is excited about the group he has this year.
We do have a good mix of talent out there this year, but I do think our newcomers this year have a lot going for them, and I'm looking forward to see their growth as well as that leadership from our seniors this golf season.
Junior Caden Paramore is one of those talented players on this year's team, coming off of a sub-state appearance and has progressed significantly since his freshman year.
I've definitely gotten a lot more consistent. Shot way lower, handicap's gone down, but really the main thing is like putting and off the tee. I hit a lot more fairways now and a lot longer than I was then too.
The team is made up of 11 boys and 2 girls. Coach Hartchuck talked about what they've been doing in the preseason to prepare.
Golf is an individualized sport, so a lot of times they are working hard out on the range, on the golf course, with the PGA Pro, along with practicing with us every day.
The girls' team is led by junior Millie McCormick, who is also coming off of a sub-state appearance, aiming to make it all the way to state this year. She talked about why she enjoys playing golf and what makes it fun for her.
I'd just say it's a really fun sport, especially if you play another sport and you're just looking for something to fill time with. It's so fun, so easy.
Good luck to our golf team this year. Their next match is Monday at the Ballantrae Golf Club. For PHS Sports, I'm Kyle O'Neill.
Yeah, after that, I think I could shoot better than Cash on the front nine. On to another sport I don't quite understand, soccer. How do people find joy in running back and forth for 80 minutes to only score maybe 1 goal? I don't think I would enjoy that, but last Friday, our number 3 ranked boys took on number 1 Homewood and came out with the W. Let's roll those highlights. weekend, the baseball team defeated Pinson Valley 10-8 with Emerson Howitt hitting a home run. They run-ruled Chase Valley Monday 12-2. They play Northridge tonight at 7, so if you can make it, take the journey out to T-Town. The softball team defeated Pleasant Grove last Thursday 10-8. They played Helena this Wednesday, but they sadly did not bring home the win. They took an unfortunate loss 8-1. The boys and girls soccer team took on Tuscaloosa County for their senior night. The girls won 5-0 and the boys won 4-0. They play Briarwood today at Briarwood, so if you can, show up for the girls at 5:30 and the boys at 7 for 2 big-time Erie games. I'm sad basketball season has come to an end, but I'm happy to see our other PHS sports picking up the slack. I'm Shay Gallagher here with your PHS sports. Back to Laura Lynn.
Well, I guess you didn't do too bad.
Yeah. Before I sign off, I just want to give a shout out to my sister and the Pro Start Culinary team for bringing home second place at the state competition Monday.
Well, we'll see you next time on the Panther Playback.
Peace.
My shirt is Lulu, my pants are Fabletics, and my shoes are Hoka's.
So I have on this gray Nike sweatshirt, these blue flare leggings from Erie, and then my mini Oaks, of course.
This is from Old Navy. This shirt is from my church. The jeans are from Old Navy, and my shoes are Converse.
These are Nike Ducks. These are Nike socks. I don't know where I got these. Boyfriend's closet.
Your boyfriend has this?
Yeah, my best friend gave me this. Yeah.
About doing it next week? About it going next week?
Adidas. Under Armour. Under Armour. Adidas. Adidas.
It's an individual.
Clemson football. Middle Tennessee football. Clemson. Don't know. Don't know. My grandmother. Don't know. Don't know. Sleeves. Apple Watch.
That's the rich boy fit.
No, I got it on.
What we got on, Cash?
We got the old styles.
Mom shoes on.
Kayla calls them mom shoes. They're comfortable shoes. Yellow Under Armour.
What about her socks?
Throwback. They're Under Armour. Got the watch on. Necklace on. That's all I got.
We got the Harriet Rough Out Suede with the Wrangler jeans with the Coleman boot socks on. Got the belt buckle, the Cavender's belt, and the Pink Floyd t-shirt I've had since I was like 7.
I got my fit on. I don't know how to do these fit checks, but it's teacher gear. Very hot in this shirt that I can't remember. I think it's a Belk Classic. These are Belk golf pants. They look very fancy, but they're more comfortable than jeans. Am I doing this right? I got the dad shoes, Asics, very comfortable tennis shoe gear, and I got a belt on too, but you know, anyways, got the camera.
This I got from my girlfriend. This I got from Lululemon. Don't know where I got my socks, and I got my shoes for Christmas.
This I got from Play-Doh's, but multi. These, I think they're also from Play-Doh's. They might be from somewhere else, but I don't know where.
Like the toy.
These I think were from Champs. They're New Balance. My socks are mismatched. I think they're from H&M though. This is from the Italian exchange student. My earrings, all of them, are from Urban Outfitters. And my rings from Pandora.